Welcome back, my movie connoisseurs. Welcome back. You can't get enough of House of Ridunculoso. What we have up in store for you today is Kraven the Hunter. So, Nae-Nae, I know you and how your relationship with Marvel. What do you think?
Out of respect for you, because we're Team DC over here. But I do want to know, what happened with his mother, considering like they made that like a big point in the trailer.
So I want to know, but what I want to know is, what about his relationship with his father? Was the father was so tough on him that he pushed him into a life of becoming the hunter? Or was it because of this mysterious inheritance of this new animalistic power?
Mm. How does Calypso and Rhino fit into this? Because I see they bring in a debut of some iconic characters from the Marvel comics. So,
So even with that, this new character, this Rhino guy, like how does he fit in it? Is it because he's just the normal villain, another animal after another animal, or is it because of genetics? Maybe something his father did, maybe another company.
hmm. And was he in the wilderness because they were hunting him, or because he was hunting them?
We
Mm.
had these questions and many more. So the main one we always popping is the popcorn popping. It's the butter dripping.
Or is the butter?
But like I
What
said,
happened?
don't take our word for it. We got the wall of pops is gonna tell us. So let's dive into it and get this popcorn popping. Okay, y'all. Y'all see, we seen the trailer. So I don't know how I feel, but I feel like this to me, this mean generic. It's a generic film just because you can even just looking at it, you kind of say that okay, he had the rough childhood of a father who appears to be like a hunter, and he
Mhm.
is basically trying to teach his son to be a hunter. But it seemed like there was a portion in that when his young brother said, "Well, you just like him, like you're a hunter just like he." So it's trying to seem like that he hate his father. It seemed like his father was very. A lot of people try to say abusive, but I just say he's had a very dominant father who was trying to really want him to go after the same life he had to kind of like take on that legacy. I think that's what it is more than him doing trying to make his son strong. You do have like a lot of individuals who do discipline and so forth, and from a man perspective, you can kind of understand to some degree of as they say, toughening your son up in the sense of going out to fight the world. I know a lot of time in this day and age, a lot of people push back. Oh, he was just too tough, and but then as you see, I always tell people, you still see the result that even though he hated his father, despised his father was tough on him, thought looked down on any form of weakness, even in terms of his mother. He thought that his son should be of a more strong, should be of stronger character. However, as you see through life, it's still benefit because why? Look how well he turned out. And I know a lot of people might think, oh, it's no, because if he had raised a weak son, then he would have been weak. Even though he used a method that not a lot of people do, you see in some of those more aggressive and competitive environments, that's how you have to be because
Yeah.
you're competing against everything. So I think from just looking at the story, he had the bad relationship with his father, but it still seemed like he went out to his father, I guess maybe monetarily, however, because his father was a hunter, and since he became one with the animals and able to use the spirit of the animal and so forth, he's there to kind of be the protective of the animals, who is the opposite of his father. But in the same instance, he learned kind of that hunting personality from his father, and so now he's basically hunting the bad guys versus hunting the
Right.
animals.
The
So
hunter.
I think it'll go good because in this age of global warming or climate change and the animals and such and veganism, oh, we'll love it because he's out here fighting for the animals.
Oh my god.
But the storyline to me
Save the squirrels.
seems still it still seems like it follows the base of any stories out. You had the conflict, he hated his father, he grew up, became sort of better than his father, but then his father was either evil or doing stuff he shouldn't. Conquer and beat your father. The end. That's the way I see the story. Go for it, Nene. But that's my quick and dirty. Would I go and see it? No. Give me your take, Nene, before we jump to that. Give me your
I see you.
uh,
Okay, to start off, it's a Marvel
oh my.
movie, so let's make that clear. We're DC over here. I mean, he's hot, of course, but um, but no, seriously, I didn't get the vibe that his father was like abusive or anything, which I know what they're trying to kind of portray. But like you said, with them in the environment they was in, I could see it like a state of survival. So his dad just had like a survival mindset,
It's a good
and
point.
like
That's a
of course, like you said,
good one.
yeah, like you said, the typical trope of I hate you, father, but you're also like benefiting from what he raised you up to be. So it's kind of like it's a weird dynamic. I know they're trying to go with it, but yeah, like you said, it's pretty. It's I don't see any like shocking twist or anything. Like it's kind of laid out pretty simple. Daddy didn't reprove of me. Screw you, dad. Look at me. I'm strong now, and you can't hit me anymore. I kind of giggled a
Yeah,
little at that point.
go on.
No more hitting me. I'm like, bro.
But I think
but
that's it. Too.
go
Oh,
ahead.
I think you do have that kind of like you said the aggressiveness, but then we forgot about one of the guys. What he would call what Rhino Man or something. He started like changing or something in the news. So I was like,
Yeah.
I guess that's gonna be the ultimate villain. Maybe somehow they use some kind of serum to kind of combine man versus beast, and he becomes like this
Mm,
Rhino. So I think that's gonna be kind of like the ultimate villain. But I don't know if that was
yeah.
gonna be his father or maybe somebody else who might have benefit from probably some kind of genetics or something.
Yeah,
Because
yeah. Like you said, I'm thinking they probably dabbled around and was like, well, how is he controlling animals? And somebody got his blood or something, the typical trope. but
so I think
yeah, I can see the action scenes and everything. They got a lot of, comedic
mm,
moments and stuff. But, Marvel will never be like DC. So it's
oh.
decent. It's decent.
So like I said, so there, but this Marvel, like I said, you got to strengthen yourself. You got to strengthen it the same way he was trying to strengthen his son. Get stronger, so that you can take and fight against, as Nae-Nae say, her DC universe. So we'll go from there. But I think that's it. Is it? So now we answer the question. What do we think? Do we think it's worth the popcorn? Is it worth going to see at the movie? I think so. I mean, it's still a Marvel. It didn't, to me, you had the normal narrative of father against son, always have the
Right.
negative narrative. But it seemed, but it was still in the lines of the presence of the film, like that is more realistic. It ain't like it's not, I don't
Yeah.
like him trying to make his son stronger, like out that African hunt.
Yeah,
You
that's
can kind of see, like, yeah, that is kind of how those fathers like kind of really push their son. Like you said, survival. This is more
yeah.
survival,
Because
strength.
he's like in the middle of the wilderness. Like, it was like, I feel him. We don't have time for this. Get out there.
Because it seemed like you said they was all surrounded by like lions, and they was all like back to back with the guns, and it's like you say it does give that perception that he was strengthening him for those moments. Like you're gonna get in if you're out here doing the business I'm doing. This is the level of strength you got to rise to. So it was good when I think even from that when he was like, "Oh, you won't, push on me like that again." Well, that's what he was trying to
Yeah.
get you. That's the whole
Yeah,
point. What he was
right.
trying to get you. Because
It's
one
like
thing that
pulling up.
a lot of people don't understand from the perspective, like the son eventually had to take the place of the father. And so
Yeah.
the father is hard on the son to get him to that level where he have to lead, like he had to lead the family, had to be there for the family, he had to protect the family. So you can't say I'm gonna teach him to be soft and weak because they're gonna think it's gonna be a time when you encounter other men, other
Yeah.
situations in life where you got to use that strength. You got to call in and use that strength. So I think to me it's worth it. I think it'll be a great show. Like I said at the end, like I really want to see more of him fighting this so-called Rhino Man. I'm thinking that's who he's gonna fight. So I want to see
Yeah. Yeah. That rhino dude.
the villain.
Yeah.
So I think that's gonna be good. But I think I will go and see it. Do I think it might be worth like butter? No. Popcorn? Yeah. $10? Yeah. I mean, like you said, it looked like it had good action sequences. So I
Yeah.
would say I'll take and go and see. I don't have my pop representing, but Nene, you can talk about look for my pop.
For all my ladies, it's definitely popcorn and a little bit of extra butter in there. If you're just trying to see a couple things. But nah, in general, overall of the whole, yeah, it's like if you was to walk into the movie theater, it's a movie you could see yourself not being disappointed with watching. Full of action packed, little comedic scenes for the girls. We got a couple bodies scenes in there, a little bit of posing, hair on the chest, but yeah, I would pay $10 to watch it. But like I said, I don't think like all the extra butter.
Nene, you don't want to take you at night and pay $20 or what?
I mean, I told you for the ladies, visually you won't be disappointed.
I think
Yeah, but yeah, overall, I mean, it's just like I wouldn't go there expecting like some like mind thinking, like, oh, what could happen, so and so. They pretty much laid it out for you. So
All
yeah,
right.
I mean, yeah, I would watch it. I would watch
Okay,
it.
so you heard it from us first. It is popping, so come back to Ridunculoso and we'll keep on popping out these trailers.
Popcorn popping.